Wow, this video sure is gonna get demonetized. Anyways, hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Knights of the Alternate Histories. In today's video, what if Hitler went to art school? Oh boy, here comes the second age restriction. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. 1,000 subs. We get a Discord, so let's go and do it. I hope you guys like it, and let's get into the video. Adolf Hitler, renowned painter. In this timeline, he would paint glorious pictures over German victories or noble last stands in this timeline, and would make it into art school and never have formed the beer hall push or the National Socialist Party. So this would overall work really well, as World War II doesn't really happen, as we'll see, and it doesn't really get all too crazy. First crisis, the Danzig Corridor. Both Germany and Poland need it. So, why not just share a joint occupation? Much as the island between Spain and France that switches hands over 6 months, this would be true of Danzig, though for Poland to agree to this, they would want East Prussian exports. Germany, happy to agree to this and not cause another war over this, would allow them to use East Prussia as an export zone. So it's not really an occupation, but overall a helpful cause. So the free city of Danzig would now have two masters, Germany and Poland, both trying to work together and working well with each other, because overall, it's probably the best agreement Germany can do peacefully. And Poland would love it, because now they would have tripled their amount of exports through the Baltic Sea through Germany, who couldn't tax them because their agreement. The second problem, France would still want their money, as France being the most selfish of the three powers that won World War I, they would want their money, and much like in real life, they would try and occupy the Ruhr, which would be not good at all. Germany, knowing that they can't pay, would try and seek foreign aid. And, hey Germany, your debts are forgiven, and oh, France, you still want your debts? How about no? Because it's kind of a jerk move where you talk about the Ruhr, and you've already made plenty of money through this. You should really not do this. I mean, you've already rebelled, so don't complain. I'm sorry, Britain. You know what? I don't think you're sorry. Let's form a pact against Germany. Yeah. So, Germany would form their pact with Italy, Poland, the Benelux, and Britain, as well as Hungary, and France would form their pact with Czechoslovakia and Austria. Fearing German dominance over them, they would be the only ones who would be willing to join. Poland would love the trade deal that they're already having and wouldn't want to interfere with it. And the Benelux would follow Britain, and Britain would just see France as a jerk. The occupation of the Ruhr would blow up. Germany would say, no more France, and France would be like, what are you gonna do, invade me? And boom, World War II would begin. But it wouldn't be World War II, it would be the Second Franco-Prussian War, or Franco-Germanic War now. And Czechoslovakia would quickly invade into Poland, and Germany and Austria-Hungary would be smushed. But hey, this would create a huge bubble. A giant bubble around them. As Romania now would also join the war, seeing an opportunity to take out Hungary once and for all. Bulgaria would join, seeing a way to take out Romania out once and for all. And Ireland would join to see if they can take back Northern Ireland. This would be overall huge for France, and they would try and rescue the little bubble that Czechoslovakia and Austria got trapped in the very beginning of the war. The Soviet Union, seeing a perfect opportunity to quickly puppet a nation, would start invading Romania as well, and Bulgaria and Hungary would both be like, oh shoot, we need to get on this right away. Meanwhile, Ireland would get invaded through 3 separate points, and they would start trying to hold. France would make their way throughout Italy, who would be focused on the African campaign, and would try and expand their region in the Ruhr, but overall this would be ineffective, and the bubble would be split in two. Quickly, Germany would push out, but Italy would keep on losing ground. Romania would be completely devoured between Bulgaria and Hungary, and they would start trying to talk out peace deal with Hungary. Austria would be destroyed, and Czechoslovakia would have only a small portion, but it would be a firm, thick portion with plenty of units defending it and plenty of food to last them. So a siege wouldn't work. This would cause the first use of paratroopers. They'd quickly land in the center of the territory and wish to expand. Meanwhile, Britain would unite their attempts, and Ireland all of a sudden would look a lot less weaker, losing most of their cities besides Cork. France would lose lots of land during this, and they would look to surrender, though overall this would be very much so ineffective. As, well, they started the war, it would just be a military failure. Besides Africa, they would just start losing more and more land. Ireland would still be just a stalemate of trench warfare with Britain slowly trying to make progress. But hey, now the Czechoslovakia bubble's been pressed out thanks to the paratroopers. Now it would just be a race to destroy France quickly, and France would try and push all of its baskets into Italy. France, about to surrender, would make one final push and make it halfway through Rome, trying to make it in the best way they could. It would be kind of difficult, and they would start losing steam fast. Due to the most in France will be very much easier so and said and done, which would make everything alright, and would be easier to find out and fight. Ireland would just be decimated and would surrender upon immediately, though the only big change to this map would be France would make the Socialist Republic of Italy. Well, not socialist yet, but would introduce quite ideas that would give Italians a chance of independence and make them think, do we really want Benito? This would lead to a rise in Florence. I'm a Florencer, I'm a Milaner, I'm a Napoleon. I don't know what's the word. France would surrender, and Germany would be completely enveloped, as well as Czechoslovakia would lose almost all of its land. Austria would lose all of its land. Hungary would expand into Austrian territory and take back Budapest. A Romanian puppet state would be established from both sides of that war, and Belgium would gain lots of land, and Britain would expand Northern Ireland. Italy soon would be divided, with the pink being the kingdom of the two Sicilies led by Victor Emmanuel, Mussolini taking over Florence and looking to invade Sardinia, the Papal States actually returning under the Pope, and then a number of republics and socialist republics that we'll look into. But basically, everyone would be against Mussolini, except for Sardinians, who would feel somewhat sympathetic. Wow, it's another typical trope I always use. France would of course go communist after this horrible defeat to Germany again. Well, not again, but with all of their allies betraying them, and really, the only thing that would be left would be the communist revolutions, who would depose and say, we shouldn't have gone to war in the first place. And France would say, yeah, you're right. Let's be communist now. And oh look, Second French Revolution. 5th, 6th, 8th, 19th, I don't know what we're on now. Anyways, here's a map of all of the world. As you can see in the Balkans, a strong strong monarcho force. In both the East and West, communism rules land with minor puppet states, as well as Ireland go communist. And Central Europe, well, that would be democracy for once. And Spain, of course, would go fascist with Mussolini, who would now by this time control. As well, they would take over Sardinia. Meanwhile, just kidding, not meanwhile. Anyways, how you guys go, and make sure to like and subscribe. Discord's are at 1,000. I am really looking forward to talk to you guys once we hit 1,000 subs. So I hope you do enjoy this, as yeah, I'm really happy. We're so close. So make sure to like and subscribe, and have a good one. Wow, what a great video. right, that's a video YouTube thinks you should watch. I don't know why. And on the left, that's a video that I think you should watch because it's my most recently uploaded. And you should totally watch it. I mean, what are you, a nerd? No, you're not a nerd. So make sure you go and watch it because you're not a nerd. Anyways, have a good one and goodbye!